So yeah, we'll just say the next room in this place is pretty deadly.
Yep.
You want to be very careful.
And with the health I have, I get the feeling I'm going to die a very painful death.
It could get rough. Just gotta hope you can survive without Hypermode if you can. But, then again, we have a friggin' Federation soldier who actually helps us out! So, oddly looks like an arena, but you know what, not gonna worry about it. Come on, buddy. Let's get you out of here.
This can't go well, can
What, is it turning into Dead Space? Ah, shit! Almost looks like a Dead Space character, honestly.
It does.
What the fuck?
It looks like
dude?
one of those faceless engineers.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? It's Gandrayda.
Yep.
She trapped you to kill
You
you.
know, you should never trust strangers.
Here we go.
It's gonna be fun.
The hardest of the bounty hunter fights. Gandrayda. Try to not rely on your hypermode if you can help it. It'll be a long fight. But destroy her laser disc if you can, so you can refill yourself with energy. You're gonna need a lot of it for the end of this fight. So yeah, I wasn't lying. The next room is deadly. It's Gandrayda. And she can transform into previous enemies you fought in the past.
You know how to fight everyone? Because you're going to need to.
Yep, so it's the Berserker Lord. Remember what attacks you had to go through to break through his armor. They're fun. It's funny, there's also individual scans for each of her transformations, but the only one for your logbook is just her. Which really, there's not much you really need to go over for the logbook for her. All really needs to be said is, well, she can transform into former enemies and use those powers for herself. So, just know how to fight former adversaries, you know how to fight Gandrayda. And she has attacks on her own, of course, because, you know, it'd be pretty lame if she can only fight using other people's abilities.
That'd be kind of anticlimactic.
And she is a tank. This fight takes a long time. Mainly because you want to save your energy.
Ow.
Especially for the last quarter of the fight. And she can also get off you trying to sap you of your energy. Like one of her signature abilities other than the transformation things. Here's one of the easiest forms to deal with. Just a legion of bats. Just shoot the shit out of them. You actually deal damage to her in that form. And you get some item drops from it, so the bat form is actually really helpful. Yeah, say, if you're not in full health, don't bother going to hyper mode for this part of the fight. If you got a lot of health left over, you could probably afford to do it once or twice if you know how to deal with whatever enemy she's formed into. But oh boy, in hyper mode, this fight is really difficult, especially at the end. I can honestly debate saying this is one of the hardest boss fights in the game, just because it takes a long time.
Yeah.
And because of the transformation ability, she has a massive arsenal of enemies to use against you.
I mean, if Moganar's anything to go by, usually the hardest fights are the ones that take the sweet time.
Yep.
Usually. There are some exceptions.
Moganar patience could help you. Patience is not really helpful in this fight because, well,
Unlike Moganar,
she's just actively attacking like all the time. You just want to make sure she doesn't jump at you. If you see her jumping towards you, try to move away, because as she tries to grab on you and sap your health, well, drain your health. She doesn't actually take it for herself, but she takes it out of you. Yeah, of course, her weaponry is better than those of the enemies she copies, so kind of goes to show like how good you can be at stealth. You're good at imitating others. If you can't beat them, become them and take their place.
if you can't beat them, copy them.
But be better. It's like that one chef in what was it, Shogeki no Soma Food Wars.
Yeah.
The one guy who basically just takes
Yeah,
everybody's
he mimics everyone's abilities.
and adds one thing to possibly make it better. Yeah. It's basically that. But you know, imitation is a sincere form of flattery.
Yep.
As long as you don't use it at their expense, I guess.
Yeah.
And again, all she uses to take down space pirates, but now she's basically with them. Because they're all with Dark Samus. I keep forgetting that Dark Samus technically was not an ally to space pirates. She more just assimilated them
Yeah.
to her will.
So in reality, it's more so that the space pirates are kind of dead.
Yeah. Yep. I wonder how high up the ranks that has really gone. How high up the ranks Darth Samus has actually become. I mean, she is fearless leader. Jesus, really does. That is really like Nazi talk. Good lord. We must shape the world for a fearless leader. All hail fearless leader. Like, shit, man. I mean, yeah, she wants to conquer the galaxy and all that, but shit, man. And yep, as long as you reveal the weakness of enemies, such as removing the armor plating for the Berserker Ward and removing the armor of the Arrow Trooper, you can actually do damage to Gandrayda. It sucks when she has freaking forms that actually have armor.
Yeah.
I think it's so much more annoying. And on the plus side, you haven't really lost any health yet, and you've drained like almost a quarter of hers. Although the first difficulty spike in the fight happens once you get her down to 3/4 of her health.
Yep.
And you'll see, there'll be a cutscene for it. And that's when you realize, oh shit, things are about to get real.
Yep.
Like, I honestly think this is one of the hardest boss fights in the game. There's so much to expect. You just...
Yeah, there's so much to keep tabs on, and it can get kind of exhausting.
Uh-huh. And again, it takes forever to drain her health. She has so much fucking health. Yeah, don't run into those if you can help it. Just keep your distance and keep firing the bats. Yeah, you're probably going to get exhausted from all the shooting you're doing. I wouldn't be surprised.
It's so tempting to want to go into...
Like, other than the final boss, this is probably the longest fight of the game. And here we go! So, now be careful where you walk. There's acid rain outside. Try not leave the main arena if you can help it.
Shit. Oh god, come on! What the...
Oh shit, that weird mode I guess is being weird again.
Oh crud.
Oh god, hit the... Oh, fuck. Oh shit, is that thing bugging out? Alright, hang on a second, we gotta fucking fix that. There we go. Okay, works fine. Alright, we're back to action. Sorry. My Wii remote had a battery leak issue, so it fucked up now. Alright, third-party remote time. Hopefully it works out. Also, she transformed to Rundus. Tear off the armor. So yeah, hopefully remember to fight the other two hunters as well. Gore and Rundus, because she's going to use their powers as well. I mean, Rundus is going to be a lot easier because you have Plasma Beam now.
Yep, fight fire with fire.
Yep. And you can also shoot down his little energy shots in order to gain items again. So, you know, take advantage of that. That's the biggest thing to remember with these boss fights. If there are projectiles you can shoot down, chances are they'll be helpful to you.
And here goes Gore.
Yep.
This one's gonna suck.
Yep. You just gotta...
Can I boost? Come on, boost anyone. Into the... Fucking hell.
Damn legs. But yep, just, you know, maintain like always. Rundus is easier to deal with than Gore, definitely. At least in this arena, because frickin' Gore's fight was not as bad because he had a large arena. This arena is now surrounded by a basically damage barrier. So, yeah, we don't want to be out there right now. Would you stop putting your ice shield back on your ass? Oh god, touched you. My bad. God damn it. Such an asshole. This bitch just keeps putting her friggin' ice shield back on. Rundus. Ugh. Oh, I didn't even let me hit you. I guess he's invincible when he's doing that. Yep, she even adds like a couple new attacks with their forms as well. I mean, it is very fitting that fighting her, she's the last of the hunter fights because she can copy everybody. So, you know, she can do more than what they could. So as long as you remember the hunter's weaknesses, you'll be alright. Just remember how to fight them and you should be okay. You're getting through this phase faster than you got through the previous phase, though.
Now if I can actually...
Damn camera. Help! Camera! Stop turning randomly! Ah, what the... Shoot that mouth. If the camera will cooperate. Which it did not today. Damn it, Gandrayda. It really didn't help that we did not have a lot of energy coming into this fight. Those damn commandos. Stop doing that, you bitch!
I don't know how much health I have, but I'm just going to assume
You're basically at 3 full energy tanks and that's it.
Yeah, I'm in a very bad position.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to get more energy in the fight once we get to the final phase. But that's the phase you need Hypermode, basically. Bitch! Did you try to jump at me? Are you kidding me?
I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping that that would work.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I don't think Screw Attack works on the boss in this game, unfortunately. Not like Prime 2, where you can somewhat glitch it out and frickin' kill them with Screw Attack. I know at least Prime 2 you could do that. If I remember the original GameCube version of Prime 2, I think you could Screw Attack the Ing Emperor's final form. You basically Screw Attack into the Ing Emperor's final form. You would kill the Ing Emperor's final form.
Come on!
Those legs are big.
Oh, fuck!
At least the acid ray doesn't damage you super fast in this fight, which is nice.
Yeah.
It's one saving grace you have. You definitely shoot down our laser discs if you see them. You're like guaranteed to get energy from that. Where Rundus's projectiles, you're not so guaranteed to get anything.
I don't think you're guaranteed to get much at all.
Yeah. I know her laser discs, though, you like get items every time. And again, she doesn't fire. Ah! Oh! Ah, I didn't realize that was a tactic she had. She could freeze you and then try to run up to you to punch you. Ooh, good dodge. We're almost halfway through the fight. Almost. Yeah, I wouldn't even bother trying to shoot the Rundus form when it's surfing. Just take the time to shoot down the energy crystals to get more health back. Because that would be much more valuable use of your time since you can barely shoot her anyway. Careful, you're mid-air jumping. Oh yeah, she does still bring back some of the main enemy forms in this phase as well. Just not frequently. Oh, we're almost halfway down, which means it's time for the phases to get harder again. Because there's something you're probably thinking to yourself. You know there's somebody really competent you can transform into, right?
Yep. There's one other person that you could possibly turn into to make us a pain in the ass.
Oh no! Don't tell me it's Ridley! Oh god! Oh, okay, it's just me. Oh god, it's the X! So, yep, now you transform to you and use your powers better than you can, because fuck you. Basically has a major Phazon Beam, a Super Missile, and Crazy
That's
Boost.
the big one.
And Crazy Boost
The
Ball.
Boost Ball, which is probably the biggest one of the bunch you want to keep.
Yeah, the Boost Ball would be a pain in the ass with how much he rams you. But yep, now she introduced fighting a clone of herself. Closest thing you'll get to another Dark Samus fight in this game.
Or SAX, depending on how you see this.
Yep. Oh,
And it hurts.
And SAX wasn't really stronger than Samus, it was just you at full power. Which you did not have for most of that game. Ah! Damn, barely grab me, bitch. The one advantage you have at getting grabbed onto, you can still basically, like... You can basically get some free shots in on her after you shake her off, because she's actually vulnerable to you afterwards. You just don't get long. Yeah, she uses the Samus form a lot in this phase. But this is the last transformation she introduces.
And this is the one that she's generally going to fall towards each time.
Yeah.
From what I remember,
I'll
anyway.
say. Oh, that would be awful if she transformed like another, like, big boss. I would hate if she transformed to fucking Bogart. I'm like, oh, come on!
No, it's
You
fucking
shit.
Helios.
Oh, God. That's almost what basically the bats are.
Yeah.
Kind of. Just without a core.
Where the hell is she?
She's not on the radar. She's somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah! I forgot she can hide herself with the X-ray visor. That's right. I almost forgot about that. She can cloak herself. So you gotta be careful with that. If she hides herself, you'll have to use your X-ray visor to find her. Which, by the way, she will do that a lot in the last phase of the fight. Which, believe it or not, we are not in the last phase yet.
Yep, it gets even worse. You can believe that.
It's basically the same phase that all... What the...
She just do a hyper missile.
No, she did like a shockwave! When did I have that ability? God damn it. It's like pulse scan, except it hurts everything that's in range. Instead of finding items. God damn it. I would love for that ability to be a thing. Get the fuck out of me! So annoying! So, yep. We're almost close to... Oh, she went invisible. Yeah, you usually tell from when the, she comes off the radar and you can't see her. If you see the disc and you don't see her, that means you can't find her normally.
Damn it.
The X-ray visor works fine until she goes to the Samus form. Because for some reason that's invisible, the X-ray visor, or barely seen. Huh, nice to know my own suit conceals heat. I didn't know that.
Ow.
Nice to know her power suit actually hides her skeleton from fucking X-ray vision. What bullshit. Alright, we're almost in the last quarter of the fight. And that's where the real game begins. She's got crazy gymnastics, though.
You would hope so, because she is kind of the, espionage expert.
Yep.
You kind of need that, sort of.
Need to be able to slip herself into really any role and be able to go anywhere, do anything. Nope!
Ow.
At least the boost ball didn't do a lot of damage, thankfully.
Yeah, thankfully it's not, I wonder if it's a proximity thing with that attack.
Yeah, I think it is. You don't want to be too close to it. You want to keep her distance while keeping an eye on it. Just make sure you dodge everything else. You can help it. Damn it!
I don't want...
I didn't want to go boost ball v boost ball. Oh god, it's like a battle between hedgehogs. Spin dash v spin dash, got you fast! Now use your chaos control! It's time to make it to the mirror! Alright. Oh, we're in the last phase of the fight. So, yep, now she's in hyper mode. The only time she's not is when she's trying to grab you or when she goes invisible. So either take the time to either go into hyper mode to damage her in this phase, or wait for her to go invisible so you can damage her normally. So really, it's just how you want to do it. If you got the energy to spare to do hyper mode, go for it. Otherwise, take your time and just keep your distance and dodge every disc she has. Break them, if you must. This is a pretty good boss fight, too.
Yeah, just...
It's definitely a favorite of mine. It's a long fight, but it's got a lot of moves. It
keeps you on your toes.
Yeah, and it's not reliant on hyper mode, like a lot of fights tend to be. I mean, it's easier with hyper mode, like most of them are, but...
Get off of me!
Unlike most of the fights, you don't need hyper mode to beat her.
Oh god.
It's just better if you do have it. Alright, she went invisible. Yep. Just take your time and damage her as much as you can. Get out of it. Just remember, you can always just tap minus to go back to your normal visor if you haven't been doing that. It's a quick little shortcut. You just have to tap minus to go back to her normal combat visor.
Really? Get off of me.
Yeah, she does this a lot more. She now no longer transforms. She just goes into hyper mode, throws her energy discs, goes out of hyper mode to either go invisible or jump at you. So if you see her out of hyper mode and basically not going invisible, you want to run. And invisible. Ugh. Her crazy gymnastics. But yeah, as long as you shoot down the energy discs, you'll be alright. Yeah, I hate that she is invincible while she jumps at you, though. That is irritating. That she actually doesn't take damage outside of that move. Eck! Could you knock that off, bitch? I got enough of you. I expect her to go to invisible mode soon. Oh, Jesus! Well, you got energy earlier, so that'll be alright. You're not really losing energy right now, so that's a good thing. Invisible! Oh, yeah, you can also kind of see her footsteps invisible in combat visor, too, when she's invisible. That's helpful, so you at least get a slight hint that you can't really see her either. Although I don't know if you can see her on the radar when she's invisible. I haven't really been checking. Uh-oh. Lock on. Yeah, you always want to keep your eye on her. The last thing you want to do is lose sight of her. At least this is arguably the hardest of the frickin' hunter fights to lose as long as you keep an eye on her. You don't take a lot of damage if you know what you're doing. Where the other ones, Rundus can freeze you and really fuck you up. And Gore, with his massive body and the environment... Oh, wow! She, like, homed in on you
What
for
the
that
fuck
one.
was that?
She really homed in on you for that one. But this fight, as long as you're cautious, it's the hardest to take damage in this fight. But that's kind of why she's so tanky. They're waiting for you to make more mistakes.
I know she's invisible, but I need to get him up.
Whack! Alright, we're making progress. This last phase is the longest of the fight.
I'm half tempted to want to at least throw one, but...
I mean, I know, I was thinking, it's like, you probably could afford one, but it's more about if you want to, rather than if you should. Although, you did just get a lot of energy. It's up to you. If you like playing it safe, feel free.
I know what I'm going to do.
You gotta wait for her to get out of invisibility again and do it.
One more invisibility round.
Yep. That's what I was gonna say. That's probably the best thing. So it's probably the longest time. Well, she'll be... Well, yeah. Vulnerable to just the hyper beam. Alright, let's go for it! Ah! So, yep. Yeah, you can't do much to me. Invincibility! That's not fair. Life's not fair, bitch. Deal with it.
Where is she?
Ah! She does leave a trail at the very least. Oh yeah, she has physical attacks like that. I didn't think about that. Well, she went invisible. Perfect timing for that.
Yeah.
You still didn't lose that much energy. You know, honestly, if you wanted to, keep doing that for the rest of the fight. Because you aren't vulnerable at the beginning of that, so... But again, it's up to you how you feel about the situation. Like, thank God for all these health drops. Oh,
yeah.
Man. Oh, damn, I ran right into it. Damn, she read you there. And if there's one thing I would expect an espionage agent to be, it would be intelligent.
Yep.
He may not be the best with combat. He has a lot of crazy maneuvers. And there's something I've also noticed about this fight. She's not that strong. She has a lot of endurance, and her attacks are all over the place, but she's not really, like, strong. She doesn't do a lot of damage at a time. Oh, get the hell off me! I want to say there is an exploit in this fight with Screw Attack. I feel like there is, but I think it's only for the last phase, but I'm not going to look into it now. We're so close to getting through this legitimately.
Yeah.
Just keep in mind you can also hit her while she's invisible, it's just harder. Okay, she's visible anyway. Watch out! Damn it! Still haven't really lost a lot of health yet, though, which is good. We're so close. Don't fumble. Just keep your eye on the prize. Do not let her out of your sight, and make sure you can win this. Oh, energy. Got like a whole energy tank there. Oh yeah, she can do that in invisible mode too. I forgot about that.
Okay.
Oh, what bitch? Oh, I guess she just did the attack. You lost sight of her. Oh, now she's invisible. Like, she's stepping out in Hypermode, she does that attack. And you win!
Alright.
Patience pays off. Just don't get caught up in her onslaughts. You ready for another brutal death?
This one's probably the most terrifying one, but punch.
Oh, yeah. She, like, goes to all the forms she remembers so you can see all of them die. Including, who's next? And the scream, Jesus. That's all of them. Wow, I can't believe you almost died to that bitch.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah. At least it wasn't Rundus. And here we go, one of the... I want to say it's a useful ability. It can be. In the right situation.
Well,
There you go.
One of the hardest fights.
As long as you're not careless, just
Yep.
like with Loganar, you can be fine. Just endure and don't be stupid. Oh, you got full heal anyway. That's nice.
Okay. And with this...
This is one power that could be really useful, but it's not as useful as you'd think. Still good, though.
Yeah.
Grapple Beam Enhancement. Now you have Grapple Voltage. Now you can send energy to and from things.
Like so.
Like these doors. But these lights, you pull down. You have to pull down control stick. That's how you do it. Keep pulling. Keep pulling until it's drained. You basically pull the energy out of one thing and fuel it into something else. So we can go back, or what we should do, and go forward.
So this way? Or...
Forward, the door. Not the elevator, the door. Woo, good. Glad we got through that one try, because that would have been a pain in the ass to have to redo.
Yeah, it's only a pain in the ass because
It's
of how
very long
it
if
is.
you don't have a lot of energy and don't want to use frickin'... Yeah, you don't want to use your hyper mode, but if you don't have a lot of energy, you kind of don't really have a choice. You want to scan that. Yes, I see the transit pathway. I want to scan the terminal so I can scan the frickin' train to come here. Now's hand terminal. Frickin' space pirates.
You always gotta make everything so freaking convenient, don't you?
You should like us. We've got shitload of Nintendo games here.
Explains so much!
That's why they're getting rid of them from the eShop. We took too many. Are you sure that's why they're doing it, or they're just assholes? Why not both?
You're not wrong, but fuck you anyway.
They do it because we steal them, because they don't let us have it. It all comes full circle, doesn't it?
You'd be surprised!
God damn it. Then again, I remember the DS was really bad with piracy. Like, there's so many exploits for that thing.
Then again, I don't actively go out of my way searching for that stuff. At least back in the day I didn't. Nowadays, I kind of do, if only because, you know...
Old school emulators and ROMs, it's for older games, I feel like it's not that big a deal. If it's from, like, one generation ago, it's like, you could just buy it. It's available in a digital store for probably not full price. You don't really need to go out
Then
there and
again, you also have
download
some
it.
people who are saying that because of how game developers are like in terms of their practices, they feel it's more right to actually pirate because they don't really deserve the money, and it's the only way to...
I feel like that's more for the publishers themselves, because the actual developers, I feel like, deserve it more so the actual programmers.
The problem is, it also is just how the way God damn it.
Yep, just hold on to it and pull back.
It's how how everything like kind of gets laid out in terms of how they get paid and how they get their royalties and all that.
Yeah.
And sometimes developers don't really get their cut. It's really more people somewhere at the top that get it.
Yeah.